Morning everyone, this is Adam from Adam's Canary Corner, and this is practical episodes about containers, the types of containers we use for canaries, and what to expect for each situation and what to use, and what kind of sources to buy these containers from. Now let's start with the water containers. The water containers come in different shapes and sizes. I usually have 4 sizes. I use this one, which is a bigger size container, water container, when we travel 2 or 3 days, and I fill it up with water. I put it up high, and that would be enough to last for a few days. So that's one thing to really think about when you go away. The other size is this. This is usually when we've got a few birds together, just during the normal season. That holds a lot of water in there, and I change water. Now, changing water, I change it every 24 hours. Every 24 hours, it's once a day. I never leave the water more than that unless there is a treatment in the water. So if there is a sick bird, I leave the water a bit longer. And if there is some form of supplement I use for the birds, I maybe leave it for two days. But other than that, change water every single day. So that's this one. I usually use this size when I separate the chicks from their parents. So this should be enough for the chicks. Usually 4 chicks per pair. When I separate them into the next compartment of the cage, I usually do this. So I use this size. This size container is usually for individual birds or pairs. So pairs who are breeding, I usually use this. If I separate the dad and the chicks, and the hen is by herself sitting on eggs, I give her this container. There's enough water in there to last her even 2 days, but I change every day. That's one. Now that's water containers. Change water every day. That's very important. It makes my life easy. I've got all the sizes I want. Very easy for me. Now, let's talk about fruits and vegetables. Now, fruits and vegetables, I usually use these containers. These containers, excellent quality plastic. I usually get them from naturally for birds, and I hang them on the cage, and I put apple or any kind of suitable fruits for canaries, and I hang them on the cage, and I use these. Really good. For vegetables, of course, you're probably known by now from if you watched my videos, I'm a big fan of kale. I use kale every day for birds. It's very nutritious. They love it. It's crispy. And I use these to hang the kale leaves on the cage. So same thing, naturally for birds. You order from the website. He sends them to you. Gary sends them to you. Excellent guy. Very nice and amazing quality. I just hang the leaves on the cage. They're very easy to clip on the cage, on the wire. They go like that, and they click on beautifully. So I've got a few of these, and I give them kale every single day, especially during the breeding season. So I use these for that. So that's for fruits and vegetables. Now, in terms of seeds containers depends on your birds. So if your birds are messy birds, which most canaries are, unfortunately, you will have to think of what could I use to reduce the mess, the seeds. And I looked around, and I found these on Shein. It's a website a lot of women use to buy clothes and jewelry and things like that. One of them is my wife, and I looked around and I found them on Shein. They're very cheap and very good to use, very easy to use. They open up, it's a container here. I fill it up with seed. I close it up. The benefit of this is that birds have only one way to eat the seeds, which is through these holes. You can even use them for other types of birds, not just canaries. But they eat through these holes. It's hard for them to mess with the seeds or throw them around. So basically, they go in there, pick seeds and eat them just like that. So this is for messy birds, or even outside the breeding season, I use it for groups of birds. So now I moved some of the new chicks into the flight cage, which I will show you later on in another video. I use these for them. Great for messy birds. If your bird is not messy, or maybe a single bird, I use these ones. So these ones, you can buy them from Petcare 2000 here in New South Wales. They come clear like this, or they come black or white, different colors. I fill it up to half and let the bird eat from it. It contains most of the mess, but not as efficient as these ones. If you got chicks, just left their parents and they want to eat easily, because they do tend to sit inside the food and eat. Probably a lot of you notice. I use these. So these ones are open. They just hang onto the cage. They sit in them and they eat. They come like this size, or you can have double size. This is the double size one. If you got 10 chicks together, you've already moved them. You can move, put them in, put seeds in these, and you hang them on. So that's seeds wise. The last part of the video is the soft food. Soft food. Okay, this is very important, soft food. This is the main diet during the breeding season. Soft food. Now, single birds. What do I use for them? Everyone have seen these. That's for single birds. So now hens sitting by themselves, no cook to feed them. I give them these. Put eggs in that, egg food in this, put it on for the hens. They eat from that. Very versatile, very easy to use, very easy to clean. Also, same supplier, naturally for birds. I get that from Gary. In terms of the vegetables, I give them steamed vegetable. I use these containers. So these containers, they come with the cages. I put half quantity, and that reduces the mess. Basically, they can't do anything. Just pick on the steamed vegetables, they eat it. Or you can use these types containers. They come in different sizes. Thus, you can put half of this, fill it up with vegetables, and the same goes with this for 1 or 2 birds. When chicks move on to the flight cage, I use the plates. Makes it easier for them to eat in groups. So you've got smaller plates for a few birds and bigger plate for a bigger number of birds. They gather around the plate and they eat from it. Now, one thing that I love about containers is this one. This one is, I give it to chicks when they're about 2-3 weeks old, and they're starting to learn how to eat by themselves. Especially when the cook is there helping them around and teaching them how to eat, because remember, chicks learn from their parents, and the cook is excellent teacher to his chicks on how to start to eat by themselves. I give them this. It's a bit shallow, nice and small, goes inside the cage, and they eat soft food from stock seed or egg food, or the vegetables as well. I can put that in it, but I usually use it for egg and stock seed. This is excellent. Nice. The chicks love it. They don't have to go inside. They don't have to dig deep to find the food. The food nice and shallow, and it goes into the cage, because as I mentioned before, I don't like to have my hands too much into the cage. I put everything from outside. So I hang usually these from outside for seed. These are for soft. I've got multiple of these. These are for soft. I just put them inside the cage on the outside, just on the outside, from the inside of the cage, just close to the outside. So basically that's it for containers. I've got another one of this. This is usually for medicine. I use it because stainless steel doesn't leach into medicine and things like that when birds are sick, but that's not important now. So these are the containers. You got your soft food containers here, your fruits and vegetables, water containers, seed containers, containing the mess. Use these. They're very good for containing mess. And that's about it for this video. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also hit the notification button for new videos. Our next video, we will show you birds, especially in the flight cages. Also maybe I will have a very short video on ringing birds. I've already rung 4 chicks, and I'll be ringing 6 chicks on Tuesday. And everything is really going well. Hens are sitting on eggs for the second round. And after the second round, once it's done, we finish the breeding season. And we're going to be having multiple videos on updates on how birds are going, little tips and how to deal with second round, and how to look after your birds during the molt and things like that. Thank you for watching.